There is a pace to life that I believe that you are really no longer wanting to be in that cadence. You are trying to set another frequency for the flow of your femininity, but you're having some problem with it being fluid, right? And so welcome to today's YouTube video. I am Alexis Piper, womanhood mastery mentor, lifestyle strategist, and coach. And I just want to equip you in a higher perspective for how you're navigating your ins and outs of your everyday day demands. Sometimes we allow the pace of life and the demands of our lives to dictate us. And that is not the proper order. So let's switch the perspective to where you know that you are in control. I know we're not in control of everything, but there is a level of control that you do have, and that is how you approach your days. Just this weekend, I was in my hometown, and I was visiting some family. And I picked up a cousin, and she was saying, you know what? I naturally woke up at such and such a time. And she was saying that she really enjoyed that because she was able to ease into her day. Now, I summed it up by saying ease into her day, but she gave some particulars of how she was able to take her time, and she enjoyed that. How many of you would really enjoy if you could wake up and take your time? If you could get off of work and take your time? If you could go to run your errands and take your time? And so there is a level of control that you do have, and that is how you choose to manage your own disposition. See, sometimes our countenance shifts because we are allowing culture to dictate it. It is time to reclaim your power. Reclaim your power. One, know that you are in control of the countenance that you carry. You are in control of the countenance that you carry. So many times we are easily moved or rushed or slowed down based off of environmental things, based off of how somebody responded to you, based off of what someone did to you on the road, based off of a situation that is out of your control. And it is time to reclaim the countenance that you carry. One, you would in order to do that, you would have to choose to decide that you're going to be unshakable. Choose to decide that you're going to be unshakable. This is the way that I want to be. You have to figure that out and put ownership to that. Do you want to be a woman who is frustrated or moved, or your mood shifts based off of external and environmental things that are not in your control? You are in control of your own countenance and how you carry it. Okay. Number two, in reclaiming how you are navigating life, is to know that your circumstances also do not disrupt. They do not have the power to disrupt your internal positioning. Your circumstances do not have the power to disrupt your internal positioning. You're just giving it the power. Because maybe your power and your authority is suspect. Maybe there's a self-worth issue. Maybe there's an identity issue. Maybe there's a woe is me issue. Maybe there is a this is just how it is issue. Maybe it's just the same old issue. And it's time to sing a new song. It's time for you to come into this new cadence for your femininity and for your approach to how you navigate life. You don't have to give the power to your circumstances. You hold the power. I just need to remind you of that. You hold the power. You are giving your situations permission slips to dictate how you're supposed to govern and act and operate. And we got to come out of that. Okay. It's time out for that. How about that? It's time out for that. Because if you just take a look around and remind yourself of the conditions of the state of this world that we're in, you don't have time to let situations and circumstances rob you of internal wealth, rob you of mental relief, rob you of emotional stability, rob you of the countenance that you're going to carry. Because if you do, you will always be moody. If you do, you will always be up one day, down the next. If you do, one day can cause you to have several encounters with yourself. And that does not have to be so. Because how you encounter yourself is how your family is going to encounter you. How you encounter yourself is how your household dynamics is going to shift. Yeah, you carry that power. You carry that power. Another way that I say it is the woman sets the temperature for the thermostat in her household. So if you are here up and down one way and circumstances pushing you around and you are not in the control of monitoring your own inner countenance that you choose to carry, and you're giving those permission slips away to anybody and everything, it's a ripple effect. It's going to ripple. It's going to ripple. Okay. And then thirdly, in order for you to allow this new cadence to become fluid in your life, is to adopt another rhythm. A rhythm. If we turn on some music, baby, you're going to catch that beat. Okay. You're going to catch that groove. All right. You're going to sway. You're going to bob that head. You're going to do a little, your body going to begin to move. And so in this element of fluidity for distinguishing a set apart and distinguished deliberately cadence to your womanhood, you got to adopt another rhythm. The rhythm cannot be conditioned to how it has always been. The rhythm cannot be crushed up under the issues of life. No. Your womanhood was designed to be a wellspring, not a wasteland. And sometimes you're parking in the wasteland when you need to get into this rhythm of wellspring flow, okay? There is a wellspring flow that can come through your womanhood. The supply is where you have to find yourself anchored in. Or what supply are you anchored in? Because you are demanding a lot of things. You are demanding peace. You are demanding love. You are demanding romance. You are demanding everything to be romanticized. You are demanding that softness to your life. You are demanding for you to encounter your feminine side and not just your masculine energy. You are demanding for ease. You are demanding for clarity. You are demanding for longevity. You are demanding for sustainability. You're demanding a lot of things. But the supply is a softer whisper. And that softer whisper is saying, hey, homegirl, I'm going to need you to discover the rhythm that leads you into walking light, that leads you into not just walking light, but living light and casting the heaviness that you carry so well. And because some of you watching this carry so well, you feel like the weight is easy. But the weight ain't yours to carry. Okay? It's disrupting your cadence. And it's diminishing and robbing you of a rhythm to walk light. So I'm going to challenge you as I end today's video with saying, what are some things that you need to lay down? What are some perspectives that you need to allow yourself to be renewed in? What are some heart postures that you need to now alleviate from yourself? What is the clutter that is surrounding your countenance that you need to make space and create margin in your internal wellspring so that the wasteland can get cleared out? So don't just stop the video and go watch another one. No, stop the video and allow yourself to meditate on these things. See, sometimes the rhythm gets disrupted because you in information overload, because you on to the next thing, the next video, the next thing that pops up. You're on to the next podcast. You're on to the next book. You're on to the next lesson. You're on to the next lecture. You're on to the next scroll or feed. You're on to the next voice. But God is saying it's time for my daughters to create a rhythm of stillness, to create a rhythm of pause, to create a rhythm of wonder, to create a rhythm of mystique, to create a rhythm that allows them to sit and marinate instead of looking for a quick fix. Quick fixes is the reason why you feel so rushed and irrelevant. Quick fixes is the reason why things aren't resonating with you the way you want them to resonate with you. It's because you're mismanaging the voices that God is sending to speak into the areas that He knows that you're crying out for, crying out about. So don't just rush to the next thing. I am suggesting that this rhythm that you're adopting for how you're carrying your countenance to be soaked for a little bit, to marinate that thing. How many of you cook? Okay, you're going to marinate that meat so that it can be flavorful, so that it can be seasoned properly. And it's time for you to marinate on these things. It's time for you to meditate on these things so that the flavor of your femininity can get some to it, can get some distinguishing set apartness to it, and not just rushed in the rhythm of the pace of the world and the problems of society that is around you. Come higher. Destiny for the demand of your next dimension is calling your name. You hear the knock. You feel the tug. But are you suppressing it because you feel like you don't have time? Are you suppressing it because you know that it's going to require you to focus and you feel like you're too rushed to focus? You got too much to do to focus? Oh, we got to re-examine the priorities here. We have to re-examine your womanhood's priorities, because I firmly believe that a focused woman, when she's focused on her divine perspective and the element of elevation to come higher, to live and walk light and function out of her finer form, oh, she's a dangerous woman. She's a dangerous woman. The focused woman who is so focused on her demand to rise and to come higher than the circumstances around her, she's a dangerous woman, because she's not impressed. She's unshakable. She's immovable. You can't easily sway her. I hope you're getting this. I hope you're getting this. I really hope that you're getting these. Until next time, soak right here. Do the exploration and the self-reflection and allow yourself to be aware, not just aware of your external issues, but aware of what's hindering you from answering the call for more.